And we're live. I
Yo.
thought, honestly, guys, when we have this muted and the song's playing, all I can hear is Josh in my ear, just going, it's like, hey, it's I, Boozy, and I'm coming at you live. He's going, fucking, yo.
I'm just vibing. I am just vibing. Welcome in, everyone.
We've got,
Thomas,
we've got,
how
we've
are
got a
we
lot of
doing,
the
man?
Spanish community in the chat. A lot of hola, sí, muy bien, bueno,
Hello, yeah,
bueno, you fuckers. Yeah, no, everything's good, guys. Life is good. Guys, we'll do
man.
a quick disclaimer. So this
Yeah,
podcast is solely for entertainment purposes. We do not advocate the overconsumption or abuse of alcohol, and we certainly do not promote binge drinking. All guests have the choice whether they wish to consume alcohol or not, and it is their responsibility to drink responsibly, not ours. I'm currently
there you
drinking
go.
Fat as Gold, which looks like piss, strawberry
Mate, I'm
Mirinda.
on the good shit, man.
We've got special water.
Man said special
Yeah, look, it's
water.
Pokemon special. Look,
Man said
the regional
special
ones
water,
say
yo.
Pokemon
What
Regional
is this, bro?
Championships. This says Pokemon Special Championships
Brother,
for the specials, innit?
no, no, mate, to be fair, when you said that, I thought you talked about, Space Jam, when they give
Oh,
out the secret
the
water.
secret stuff, yeah.
Yeah. The secret stuff. That's genuinely what I thought.
That is mad. But
Right,
guys,
like,
episode
sorry,
number 25.
we're
We
here.
are.
We are here.
Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa.
Whoa! Yeah, we
Episode
are.
50 when?
We are. Yeah, exactly. Nearly there. Nearly there. Right. I do want to start this out. Right.
Oh,
On a real serious note.
a
Okay.
serious note. Right.
Yeah.
A
Real.
JME note.
Yeah. No.
Serious.
Serious. Okay.
Let's
Because
go.
Thomas still hasn't tried it yet.
Okay.
So as I said, I'm drinking this Moretti Unfiltered. I'm
Yeah.
calling this now.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the beer of the year. All right. Like this is.
Like it's gonna get some
Yeah.
paperwork, like a little certificate, a little
Mate,
badge. Get the
mate.
badge in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. So I'm thinking we might have to redo the fucking tier list at
Yeah.
some point. All right,
Yeah.
straight up, I genuinely do think it's going to be beer of the year for me. I really do. So,
The
we did a
beer
pub
so
quiz.
it's gonna win the Beer and Door.
Yeah, 100%, dickhead. So we did so we did a pub quiz Wednesday. Um,
Who's we?
like
Who's
so.
we for the viewers? Who's we?
Okay, so me, Mike, James V, who you know, and a few of the local community, whatnot, blah blah blah. We do it once a month. It's a really good pub quiz, so it involves playing pool and answering
Is
questions,
it at your
right?
pub, sorry, or is it like yeah.
Yeah. So it's in my pub. So I got a case of this fucking Moretti, right,
Yeah.
on Tuesday on my Tuesday delivery.
Yeah.
Brother, we wiped out all 24 bottles.
Yeah.
Like
Who carried?
instant,
Like
bro.
what's the
Yeah.
splits? Like who's hardest hitter?
No. So there was me, the missus, Mike, and James in a round, and we were just buying bottle like four at a fucking
Oh,
time,
okay. Yeah.
right? Like, caned it. Honestly, beer of the year. I'm telling you,
Is
it's
that why you've got none left
fucking.
in the pub?
Yeah. And then
You
so,
cleared the
so
pub
for anyone
out.
wondering, well, obviously, for anyone listening to this back, it's Friday, which for me is the day that I do my order. Went on to Heineken to do my order. They've completely sold out of Moretti Unfiltered. They ain't got none
Fucking hell,
at
man.
all. And I'm like,
Is
you
that is that
bastard, you
is that
better have
just
some more. And
is that just I don't know how it works for you in terms of stock and everything. Is that just everyone else that like obviously is ordering from Heineken, like they've rinsed it?
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Um,
Got nothing
yeah,
left.
so yeah, fucking long weekend, man. Long weekend. So, but I was in the gym this morning,
Mother's Day
right?
as well, man. Gonna get some angry
And,
mums.
right, yeah, mate. And then I'm like, shit. I'm like, if Heineken have got none of this Moretti, like I'm gonna have to get myself down Tesco real quick.
Yeah.
I get that there's three bottles left, so I
Yeah.
fucking grabbed all
Is
three of
this
them.
new or is this just like new?
Yeah,
Like
it
how old
came
is this
out.
beer?
I think it came out like 2 weeks ago.
Fresh out the womb, and everyone's
Yeah.
caned it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm making that assumption that this is gonna be my fucking beer of the year. All right. It
Fair
is
enough.
unreal.
Fair enough.
And Thomas has still not fucking tried it yet, man.
I
Thomas has
will.
still not tried it.
Listen, I
It's
feel like a beer
fucking
that's
unreal.
being talked up this much, guys. Viewers in chat, listeners listening back on Spotify, watching back on YouTube, we appreciate you all. I feel like a beer that's being put on this sort of pedestal, I can't just have that like willy nilly. Like
It's,
I need
it,
to like, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be serious, a serious
yeah,
occasion.
mate, it is serious. It's serious how fucking good this is. All right, honestly. But yeah, right. So before we get into it, Shout out to anyone watching live on twitch.tv/Thomas Young 1997.
Why did you have to
Shout
remember?
out.
You had to remember my name there. It's like,
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Shout out to anyone listening over on Spotify, Apple Music. If you're watching it back on YouTube, shout out to all you guys. Welcome in. So yeah, I think the first topic that we need to talk about, GoFest. GoFest is here.
It is
The
here.
dates have been announced, and let me tell you, man. Like when I say I am fucking gassed,
I'm so excited.
No, I am. I'm so excited. So for anyone who doesn't know, GoFest takes place once a year, 3 different cities around the globe, and it's fucking amazing. So this year it's in Sendai, Japan, which is like northern Japan, New York City, which has got back to back, which some people had mixed feelings about, but fuck them people. And Madrid for Europe, and yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So myself, Thomas, Joe is gonna be there. The full I Boozy gang.
The way you said it,
mate,
like myself, Thomas,
yeah.
Joe's gonna be there. Like Joe's just gonna be there.
Yeah. Joe's gonna rock up. But no, like I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited. So if anyone who, for some reason, 25 episodes in, you don't know, Thomas is more of a PvP player. I'm more of a PvE player when it comes to this game. So Thomas has only done the Global Go Fest and London Go Fest because it was basically down the road.
We don't count London, right? Even though it's a global event. If we have to go to Elephant and Castle, the pub, it's not global, isn't it?
Yeah. Thomas normally travels for the PvP events. So he's recently come back from Utrecht, right? Yeah, there he is. There's his fucking water.
Been there, got the bottle.
You did Leo Utrecht last year, right? But yeah, so Thomas is more of a PvP player, so he doesn't really do Go Fest and stuff like that. I am. I love traveling for this game, and Go Fest for me are a event that if you are able to, I think you should definitely try and go. Honestly, it's
if you
fucking
can
incredible.
justify the monies and you can
love it.
Tell the other half whatever business trip,
Yeah.
I'm saying you gotta like do stuff with the manager and all that, like just whatever excuse you can give, just make it happen, guys.
So yeah, details came out. I was straight on the phone to the missus because me, the missus, and her daughter are going together. It's going to be Bella's first Go Fest abroad and her daughter's first in-person event ever. Going to Madrid, which is going to be fucking amazing. Book the flights, book the accommodation, tickets, sorted, done, right? I've scrolled through Twitter. And so it's really funny. So, because obviously we talk about a lot recently how fucking toxic Twitter is.
Nah, yeah, we'll get on to
which
that.
We'll get on to that later. We'll get on to that later, right? But there's something so heartwarming for me scrolling through
the screenshots, man.
Mate, and the tickets. People are buzzing for it, man. People are excited to see their friend. I'm going through my group chats. People are like, "Oh yeah, see you there." So I set up the group chat and whatnot. Like it's going off. Everyone's excited. It's a good time. But Big Man Thomas over here was not going to go. He didn't intend to go.
I was gonna go.
Yeah. No, you weren't. You were not.
I know. Right, hear me out. I said, I'll stand by it. I said that I didn't want to book another Pokemon holiday until I booked holiday with the missus. But then, within 24 hours of making that statement, Madrid. So then I was like, okay. I was like, let's do it. In the year of the full send, let's do it. Like, I don't intend to do a lot of things, but I end up doing them. Like, I didn't intend to drink strawberry Mirinda. I wanted orange, but now I'm drinking strawberry. Like, sometimes, when life gives you strawberry Mirinda, you drink it. Like, just go for it.
And then Joe as well. Joe had no intention of doing it. And if I remember correctly, in our, like, admin group chat, quote unquote, I'm pretty sure you tagged Joe and was like, Joe, you up for it? And Joe was just like, and Joe's just like, yeah, all right, go on then.
He's just, it's like I'm doing him a favour, man. It's just like, oh, fuck it, why not? Yeah.
Fuck it, send it. So we're all, so Joe, this is true.
A tactical shit from Joe.
Yeah, so Joe went for a tactical shit at work, so he could book his shit. Love that. It's going to be a good time all around, man. I'm gassed.
Yeah.
I'm gassed. But so you've got everything booked now, right? You got your flights,
Pretty
you got your
much, yeah.
accommodation sorted.
Paid young Joseph back for the accom. Got the
Yeah,
ticket
yeah.
sorted. The only thing that would like I haven't. I'm still kind of undecided whether I'm gonna do city experience on the other days. I think
Okay,
even for London, I think I waited and I was
yeah.
like, yeah, you know what?
So
Like the event looks so good, the spawns look so
yeah,
good. I'm just gonna do it. So I think I'll just wait though.
yeah. So to be fair, it's a good little segue. Speaking of Twitter, I actually did put out a tweet earlier on today.
About the
Right.
add-ons,
That
yeah.
right. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. Right. I'd love GoFest. Like I said, I genuinely believe if you are in a financial position to do so, and you want to get involved with the community and the game and really experience something cool, honestly, GoFest. GoFest
Like
is
your
fucking
global
amazing.
community
Right.
chat, not even just your
Yeah. Yeah.
like your
Yeah.
locals.
Right.
Like if you want to get involved with players
Yeah.
across the world, like
Because
it's great.
yeah. So because it's such a unique experience
Mm.
doing these in-person events, right?
Yeah.
So personally, for me, I've never been to Madrid before. Have you ever been to Madrid before?
Nah, nah.
No,
Can't say I
no.
have. No.
Right? But for me, Madrid is one of those places that like I've always been like, oh yeah, I would go, but I would
Uh,
never go out of my way to go, if
you
that
know,
makes sense, right?
it's not necessarily on the bucket list. You need
Yeah,
an
yeah, yeah,
excuse, a
right?
reason to go. Which
Yeah,
GoFest now is the perfect one
yeah, right.
to justify the trip.
And so the thing I love about GoFest using this year, for example, is most people I've spoken to have never been to Madrid, right? So you got to imagine. So I'm assuming the tickets be the same as the last few years. They normally do like 15,000 tickets per day.
Yeah, yeah,
Right, right. Soon as you're in a city with 45,000 other fucking people, right?
yeah,
And basically everyone is experiencing the new city
yeah.
the exact same as you are. And there's something that's so like I don't know, just like magical about it.
You're gonna be
I
able
guess
to
is
tell
how I'll
who the
right?
Pokemon Go
Yeah.
players are.
But
People
like
just walking around
yeah,
like
yeah. And like everyone's smiling, everyone's having a good time. There's a buzz in the air
yeah.
and it's in Spain, right? In June. It's gonna be sunny. I've got the weather forecast looked up. It's gonna be 28 degrees. It's gonna be fucking great.
I saw in a
And
group chat someone was like, "I hope it's not rainy like it was in London."
yeah, mate, yeah, exactly,
I just
exactly.
looked at it. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're in for a
But
long day.
yeah. But like it's great. It's great. And like especially flying from London, is I know when I get to the airport, when I leave, I'm going to see people in the queue who are going to be playing Pokemon Go, and everyone's getting on this fucking plane. Everyone's
Yeah.
going to this, like,
I'm
it's
excited
fucking
to get
amazing.
off the
Like,
plane. You know when you get off the
yeah,
plane, like
yeah,
especially somewhere warm and sunny, like
yeah, yeah,
Madrid is going to be. Like you get out and then it hits you, like the different air,
yeah, nice.
like the heat. It's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
get
it's
a beer in
different.
me right now.
But yeah, so what the only thing that I dislike that Niantic are doing, I kind of understand why they're doing it, but I wish they didn't. Um, so your base ticket is 27 quid, right? Sorry, 27 euros,
It's a
right?
good deal.
Right,
It's a good
right,
deal. Before anyone says
right,
anything,
good,
I'm putting out
right?
there. It's
Yeah,
a good
no, no,
deal.
it is good. And then that's where the bastards get you, man. Right?
Yeah,
So add-ons. So if you want to add on for the raid lover, which for anyone who doesn't know, you get 18 free passes per day. You get 5,000 extra XP. I think you get a few extra candies per raid.
yeah.
17 euros. The egg enthusiast, which basically guarantees you to only drop 10k eggs, which is where
The
normally, which is
enthusiast.
right, which is normally where like the good
Yeah,
shit is,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. I think you get quarter hatch distance. I think you get double hatch candy, double hatch
Dust
dust.
maybe. Yeah, yeah.
17 euros. Right. T-shirt 27 euros.
Same
Right.
price as the ticket. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Citywide gameplay add-on for one extra day.
Yep.
23 euros. Citywide gameplay add-on for another day. 23 euros.
You're in the free
right?
figures now. You're in the free
Right.
figures in terms of this whole.
So yeah. So
add-ons.
so on top of your 27 euro ticket, you've got 107 euros worth of add-ons, right? So when you factor in your actual ticket in pounds, you're looking at what 115 quid for a fucking ticket,
Yeah, it's
right?
like you sub like £5 a
Yeah,
month and you get
right.
on there and then everything's just so
Yeah,
expensive. Like,
yeah, right. Which to me is like, don't get me wrong, I understand, right? And so this is kind of the problem, is they're supposed to be optional, right? And they are
yeah,
optional, but the thing is they're kind of not optional, right? Because
they are optional, but they like you said
yeah,
they
but
know what they're doing. You're there, as
yeah,
in like not on the website. Like you're there in
Yeah,
Madrid,
yeah,
like, and then you see all your mates, and if they've got the city wide, it's like, you don't want to miss out. It's like, oh, you're in Madrid.
yeah.
It's not gonna.
Well,
I might not ever do this again. You just send it.
yeah. Well, so I won Mr. Barside too on Twitter replied to my post. He travels for every event. I mean, every single one. And he replied to my tweet. He said, and I think he sums it up quite well. He said the thing is they aren't really optional. If you spend hundreds of euros on flights and hotels, it's kind of stupid
Not to take
to
full
not buy the
advantage of
full
the
deal,
event. Yeah, no, it
right?
makes sense.
Right? Which absolutely makes sense because realistically, right? So if you so for example, if you buy the base ticket and you're like, oh, I want to do some raids
Yep,
and eggs, right?
yep,
You've paid that for one day. You then lose out on the extra 2 days, right? So then you're like,
yeah,
oh, I kind of have to buy, right? So realistically, you're only so when you buy that 27 euro ticket, technically you're only playing like a third of the event on offer when you
yeah,
think about it because it's 3 days, right?
yeah.
So like in the future, I would like to see some kind of like all
Bundle
in
deal where
package,
it
right?
works out cheaper. Like, yeah, whether it's like what 27
Yeah.
for this, and then the other. What? How much is it to upgrade to the two city wides? How much extra?
Uh, uh, the two cities are another 46 euros together.
Okay, and then what? 27.63. If they literally just did it where it was like, you get all three. 50 might
Mate,
be a bit
like
bit
yeah,
too good of a deal.
no,
Like
no, yeah,
55. Like even if you save
yeah,
a bit.
no, no, so not even that. So like, if they were like, right, if you want an all-in deal, so bearing in mind, like I said, it's like
7.
134 euros,
Oh
right?
yeah, 107 plus. Yeah, with the
Right,
base ticket. Yeah,
total, right, right. They should have an option to be like, right, if you want to pay everything up front,
do it.
right? So right. So you get your game day, you get your 2 extra game days, you
Yep,
get a T-shirt,
yep,
you get your egg add-on, raid add-on. If they were to like, right, we're just going to charge like 75 up front,
yeah,
right? No one would bat an eyelid at that,
no,
right? I think personally, when you're hitting 3 figures for a ticket, right, on top of
yeah.
right, like on top of like, unless you've done it really fucking cheap, right? Then like that is a lot of fucking money to drop, and
Yeah,
especially when you think like if people have families and they want to play,
yeah.
right,
You have to think it's not just your
mate,
ticket or
mate, you're
your
mate, you're
experience.
talking a lot. You are talking a lot of fucking money, man. Like if you've got like the average family, quote unquote, right, 2 parents, 2 kids, mate. If you're going all in, you're looking at like 400 quid just on tickets,
Yeah,
right, which is quite excessive, right? That is like my only problem, and honestly, I do hope they do change that in the future, but I don't think they will because I think it's just a repercussion of the nerf to the remote raids.
yeah.
Personally, um, so I think someone on Twitter said as well that like the extra game day tickets have gone up 3 euros from last year
They
as
do
well.
seem a bit more, yeah, a bit
Yeah,
more pricey this
um,
year.
yeah. But then But then, but then I feel like the problem is, especially with like the egg add-on and the raid add-on, is even if you don't necessarily use them, you would probably just buy them anyway because your mindset is going to be right. I'm going to be there. I'm going to make sure I do them. And then even if you fucking forget to do them,
Yeah,
you've still paid for it, right? Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I
Um,
had to make sure I did all mine at London. I was like,
yeah,
even
yeah,
if I was like, because obviously in London, you know, you didn't really want to do the Cresselias. You wanted to do the Yveltals and the Xerneas. And I was like, fuck it. If we have to do a Cress,
the
because
raid
otherwise,
raids.
if we have to do a Cress, otherwise, we're gonna run out of
Yeah, for sure.
greens. And we're gonna waste our greens. Sorry, then it had to get
Yeah,
done.
yeah. Yeah, like that is my only qualm. Like genuinely is that it kind of prices it but basically there's no reason for it to be that expensive. Just do
No.
an all in one package, right? Throw everything in at like a decent sized discount,
Yeah, don't
like
make people
75
feel like they need
euros.
to keep upgrading to get the full
Yeah,
experience.
because
Give a full experience option or give literally a limited base level experience, which you do
yeah,
offer without all of these add ons.
yeah, for definite. But yeah,
That's the way they're going, though. Sorry to like interrupt.
yeah,
That's the way
yeah, no,
they're
no,
going in general. Like especially with the bonuses and like the tickets they have in game in general. It's like they
yeah,
know like it's quote unquote pay to win / pay to play, or pay to like enhance your sort of experience. It's like it's the whole FOMO factor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what, if
yeah,
someone else has it, they're able to like, progress in the game, maybe a bit better
yeah,
depending on
sure.
what the bonus is. Like if they can open 50 gifts and you can only open 30, because they've paid for it, or sort of it's been paid for, it's been accounted
Yeah,
for, then you're at a disadvantage in that sense. Not that you should think about it like that anyway, but some people may genuinely think like that.
yeah. But so like for me, like going, because like I said, I'm going with the missus and her daughter.
Yeah,
Her daughter's level 36. She kind of just wants to go away on a holiday, right?
it's a good excuse. Yeah,
Um, right. So she's gonna play the game day, but then I was talking to the missus about the add-ons today, and she's like, "Fucking hell, like the price soon adds up, doesn't it?" Right?
I mean,
And so,
I'm glad I don't
right,
have to have these conversations.
yeah, right. So no, so it's fine, right? So because the plan is right, we're just gonna buy our own add-ons. So realistically, what's probably gonna happen is I will probably play all 3 days.
Yeah.
Um, I think what the missus said her plan is they're gonna get the add-ons for both days. They're just gonna go sightseeing and leave the Go Plus Plus going, which, to be fair, I think is completely fine. And to be
Yeah.
honest, it's probably what I would recommend everyone to do because
You have to appreciate you're in Madrid as well. Rather than you're not just
yeah,
there to
yeah,
play. You are there to play Go
yeah,
Fest, but you're in
yeah,
like Madrid. Just enjoy it.
yeah, definitely, definitely enjoy it. But mate, honestly, like genuinely, I am like I've not stopped smiling since Go Fest has been announced.
That's good. That's
Like,
good.
like, like my whole group chat like just blew up, man.
I haven't even had a
Like
chance to
people were
look at
like, "Oh,
like
gonna
any
be
of the
there."
details. I've not looked at any of the details. Like, do we even know much about
Yeah,
what
yeah, man.
spawns?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, I've not even looked at it. Like, I've literally just like I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're doing it. We'll buy it.
yeah, man. I can quickly run through it if you
Oh no,
want,
I see it
like
now. I've got
real
it up
quick.
on here. There's Madrid.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
man.
I see
It's
on the
gonna be
thing
good.
there's Hydreigon, Licky, Crab Brawler shiny. That I do know. Crab Brawler shiny. You good? You've gone really
Hey,
dark.
no. There you are. There you are. You're back.
Me back? I was still
Yeah,
here. Okay, now I'm looking at it now. Oh no, there's a yeah. Okay, I see it now. Right, that's just the tickets.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a Hydreigon. There's like a Pikachu with Saturn on.
Shit.
There's an unknown
And
question mark.
yeah, right, right. The unknown question mark is the big one. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
Marshadow. Yeah, you've gone again. I don't know if it's. One
Right,
sec.
which is massive.
You're back now. You're back now.
Oh yeah, sorry, there you go. Should be sorted now. Yeah, I think the question mark hasn't been around since 2018.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah. So like it's a big one.
that is big. Josh, you're gone again.
I'm
I don't.
excited to find out what the raids are, man. I'm so excited, man. But like there's so many like conspiracy theories out there. So like someone said that the names of the habitats kind of go hand in hand with the in-game series for Sun and Moon for Day and Night, which is
Okay. What mysterious, rocky, cursed, and sunrise for the habitats.
just died again. Is that what?
Your audio keeps cutting off. I don't know if it's like it's telling on your part.
Oh, okay, right. I don't know why that keeps dropping out like that. I'm back now. Though. You can hear me fine, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, but sometimes
Okay,
you
cool,
talk
cool.
at length. It just cuts.
Yeah,
But
yeah, cool.
yeah, the habitats. I'm looking at them now. So you've got
Mm,
mysterious labyrinth, which guys, if you do want to check out um, all of the details, it should just be on the PokemonGoLive.com website, and then there's a Go Fest one, and then there's one for Madrid, there's one for Sendai, and then there's one for New York as well. But I was trying to work out what hats they were wearing. I was like, what's the little blue hat? But they
mm.
are actually, so it's Pikachu wearing a moon hat and Eevee wearing a moon hat. So then that means they must be wearing a sun hat as well. Yep. And then you've got shinies for Crabrawler. Dewpider's obviously not new, but it's a nice shiny. Pancham again, not new, but nice shiny.
Let me
Um, yeah,
close that.
you got some good ones. Sunrise Gateway. You got the Hawaiian style
Mm.
Oricorio, which is good. Oh no! Oh, imagine. Yeah, no. Joe's made a good point. Joe's made a good point. It could be
Go
Solgaleo
on.
and Lunala because they are
Yeah,
the sun and moon Pokemon. Cosmogrades. Yo, Tim, welcome in. Yo, Tim, we mute the sound redemptions for any of you listening back. So what we're talking about, we mute the sound redemptions on Twitch for the purpose of the podcast. So you won't hear any of the blurb alerts, unfortunately. But yeah, and respectfully, Tim, I'm not refunding you. But yeah, no, that's a good point being made in chat. Sol Galeo and Lunala raids. I wonder. I wonder. And then in all habitats, it's ADGHINTY and question mark in terms of the unknown and Klefki, which is good if you've not had the chance to pick up your Klefki. You know, it's a good opportunity to get it. There's no little shiny icon next to it, so Klefki cannot be shiny, unfortunately, by the looks of it. I'm wondering what other special Pokemon will be present. So 6 special trades. That is a very good one. That is a very good one. So if you know people, I love the way that on the bonuses and features for the Madrid page it puts up to up to 6 special trades can be made during a day on your ticket, no matter where you are in New York City. That seems a bit far from Madrid. So if you know anyone going that you may not get the chance to see often and do lucky trades with, or do trades with in general, you know, you'll be able to do lucky trades then. You can do 6 specials during the day on your ticket, so that's really good as well. And then you get extra passes, reduced dust for some trades, extra candy for catching, extra candy for hatching, extra hatch stardust. That looks really good, to be fair. I might have to full send it and get the other 2 days. Like it might have to happen. But yeah, no, the raids will be very interesting because for London Go First it was Xerneas, Geomancy, Xerneas, Yveltal, Cresselia, and I'm trying to remember if there was another one, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Madrid, decent. Very, very excited. So apologies for Tekisu. Josh is just kind of sorting himself out. Mega Ray, that was it. Yes, that was it. Mega Ray Quasar. How could I forget that? It's literally on the fucking t-shirt, the Ray Quasar. Yeah, Mega Ray Quasar. But yeah, no, it looks. Is there anything different for New York? Let's just let me briefly have a look, and then we can talk about it. Obviously Marshadow's obviously making its Pokemon Go debut. We have no idea how good Marshadow's gonna be, but New York looks pretty cool as well. Some of the spawns are similar. Habitat overall, yeah, well, overall it's majority similar. I'm just trying to see if they get anything special that we don't, and then we'll look at Japan as well. Japan event gameplay. Let's have a look. Park, yeah, Marshadow again. Yeah, they're all wearing sun and moon hats. The Pikachu's, yeah, just some slight differences in the spawns. It's not too bad. Special Pokemon will appear in the wild. Wow, wait. On the Sendai one, it's correct. It says Sendai City, but on the Madrid one, it said New York City. Get your Shundo out. Yeah, but yeah. Go First, looking good. I'm surprised that it was announced as soon as it was. To be fair, I thought personally they tend to push these sorts of things back and really try and build the suspense. But no, they've just gone for it. It would have been nice if they announced it on Pokemon Day when they done the Pokemon Presents thing, but maybe they hadn't finalised details for it. So yeah, just have to give them props for it. It looks like a really good event. It is a shame about the add-ons in general. It is a shame. One sec, guys. I feel like I know how I'm going to fix whatever's going on. Josh, if you can hear me, wait, yeah, I'll let him. He'll figure it out, and then Josh will be back. I think he'll figure it out, chat. But yeah, if you guys are going to Madrid, I will be there. Josh will be there. I mean, I think Josh, when he reconnects, will probably tell you. I think he said he might be considering New York.
Hello?
And I think I know what it was. I think it was Discord playing up, but. Yeah, I was talking about GoFest. Am I making this up, or are you going to New York as well? Or are you just planning on going to New York?
I am planning on going to New York, yes.
Yep.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, New York, I can safely say I won't be going to.
Yeah, I think I've got a place that I can stay with a friend, which will make it considerably easier to do.
That's decent.
So that's all good. Sorry, I'm just getting this in.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, sorry about the tech difficulties there, guys. So I actually don't know what happened.
It could have just been Discord being a knob, but
I think it was because I joined on my phone on 5G and it still wasn't picking up. It was only since we've changed the rooms that it's fixed and back. Yeah, so sorry about that. Sorry to leave you hanging. I'm sure you smashed it.
No, I'm just trying to work out, like, Marshadow is obviously the star of the event. Their words, not mine. Now,
I think Marshadow is supposed to be quite good, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's something to be excited about.
No, because it's got good typing, right?
What's it? Ghost? Ghost what? Fighting? Dark?
It's fighting Ghost, so it's supposedly gonna be a better.
We think it's gonna be a better Annihilate, really?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just from what I've read.
If it is, then Madrid definitely. Cheers to that. We'll go to all of them. We'll go Japan. We'll go fucking New York. You know what I'm saying? No, we won't.
Hold on. But I think it's going to be good for Master League. So looking at it here, it gets to a max CP of 4,217, which is massive
I reckon that will get nerfed slightly though. That'll get a slight nerf.
The thing is, I don't know because I think it's already been updated. But I'm not sure. But updated
after the nerf, because when they obviously release these things into the game, if they're like over 5,000, they fucking chop it down. But obviously 4,200 sounds about decent.
I think it's gonna be quite good, to be honest. I think it's gonna be good. It's a cool Pokemon as well. The Rays look good. I mean, mate, like I say, it could be Solgaleo and Nilana. What's the other one?
Necro. I think it was said in chat.
Necrozma, I think it's called. Yeah. Necrozma. Yeah. Man. But, there's lots to be excited about. And then we've got Global Go Fest middle of July, I think. Right?
Yeah. It's I want to say it's the 14th, 15th, or 13th, 14th. It's that weekend. Let me have a look at the calendar. Also, Marshadow Pokemon plushie, 9 inches. Never seen 9 inches before. On the Pokemon Center website, only £13.
Is it?
Yeah. I might have to get myself a Marshadow one. Wait, June. I'm just trying to look here quick. July 13th, 14th that weekend. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's not bad.
Oh. One other thing I would like to talk about that I'm extremely fucking excited about for Madrid. Tom, what starts when we're in Madrid? What starts? It's massive for England. Massive.
Oh, Eurovision. That song contest. No, it's the Euros. It's the Euros, chat. I didn't realise this. I didn't realise this, and that makes me feel like I'm gonna fucking. So obviously this holiday's pretty much
it's fucking
all sorted.
Coming home, I'm telling you.
It fucking begins.
It's coming home, right? Because then when we win it, we're gonna. He said
it starts in Madrid. It's literally just started now, chat. Fuck you now. It begins.
Yeah.
It begins.
No, it is. It's coming home. But so the thing is, what I didn't realise was
the first game, first England game.
Yeah. So because member of staff who works with me was like, "Oh, are you going to be back for so and so date?" Because that's when the Euros start.
And then it occurred to you,
no. Because at first I'm like, no, it starts later than that. And then I don't know what I was doing today, and I thought, I'm just gonna go onto Google and just search it out, right? And it's like the Sunday of Madrid.
Yeah.
Fucking Serbia versus England.
What time's kickoff? Obviously, we'll add an hour. Right?
It'll be 9:00 in Spain, so 8:00.
Okay, so
time.
then if we are, those of you watching back or listening live now, if we are doing all 3 days, then you can get them out of the way, and then you can crack on in the pub.
Mate, fuck doing the extra day. We're getting on the fucking beers, right? We're finding a fucking sports bar. Mate, I'll tell you,
haven't you upgraded to all 3 days?
Yeah, mate. I don't give, mate. As if we're not going to find a sports bar with loads of fucking stops around to lower up. You think I give a shit, right? Do you know what it is? Like it's like obviously England are playing, and it's Serbia, right? Like low key, I'm gonna say this real like quiet just in case. We should fucking batter them, okay?
We should batter. Right? Listen, in terms of the Euros, we go in as like we are. I think the best. Like in terms of rankings, like sometimes that goes out the window. But like us, France, are the usual culprits. Like we should be slapping everyone that is not France.
Yeah, 100%. Right. So, right in fucking Spain, right. The game is all there. Yeah. Right. The sun is fucking shining.
3 lines on the shirt.
Day, right. 3 lines are on the shirt. Right. It's getting to like 8:30. Right. People have gone home. Like they've got changed, got ready, ready to go. In the fucking pub, watching the fucking. Mate, I'm going to be watching the football with more of my mates than I do in England, in fucking Spain. Like, how the fucking hell do you want that?
That's pretty cool. When I think about it now, when I'm deep in the imagery, you know.
Mate, it's gonna be fucking vibes, man. It's gonna be fucking vibes. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Like I was sat there and I looked at the missus and I was like England playing Sunday when we're in Madrid. And she was like, "Oh, we're going pub, aren't we?" And I was like, "Yes."
Imagine we get England shirts, and on the back it just says "I," and then one of us gets "Booze," you. I booze.
To be fair, to be fair, I looked on Sports Direct, so they've got last year's kits on sale.
I need to get like a white. I've not had a white England kit for ages. It's always been like an away kit or an alternate kit.
Yeah, but I'm like, mate, I might just get it and personalise it with like Avalanche on the back of it. Like I just feel like that'd just be fucking.
I'll get like young 97. Like
like 100%. Yeah. And then Joe could have Mr. 6'7" on the back of his.
No, 7'6". 7'6".
Yeah, sorry, 7'6" on the back.
7 foot, 8 foot, cunt. That's what. That's Joe.
Yeah, no, mate, it's gonna be vibes, man. It's gonna be vibes.
I'm excited.
So I guess kind of like leaked information, kind of not. I've already started to organise the social for Saturday night in Madrid.
Elephant and Castle.
What in Spain?
We'll bring it with us, yeah.
There is only going to be one official social.
We're going to find a pub that's as close in the name as possible, like Elefante du Castle, or like. Casa, what's it? Some money heist like Casa El fucking.
Can't believe you just said that. But yeah, so yeah, there's going to be one official social hosted by LF.
What makes it official? Like, I like the unofficial ones off the books. No one knows where you are.
So a few people have asked like, oh, why is it not going to be Thursday night, Friday night? So what people need to realise is a lot of the time to organise these socials, you have to put down a lot of money deposit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And when I say a lot, I'm like, I think so. For Brewdog at EUIC, Adelian's had to put like £1,000 deposit down.
Yeah.
Right, which comes out of his own pocket. However, and yes, I'm going to plug this shamelessly. Yeah. If you get in touch with Adelian and you buy a London's Finest T-shirt, right, any money that is made is non-profit. Right. It will go into deposits, and then when it comes back, it will be put into tournament prize pots to keep supporting grassroots PvP. So, genuinely reach out to Adelian, buy a shirt. They're really fucking nice,
and he'll buy you a beer as well. If you think it's just him being nice, he knows you've ordered the shirt. He'll just get you a beer in as well. But in all seriousness, it all goes back. It's all like community run, community led. All the money. It isn't. Adelian doesn't make bank from LF. He just loves it. He just loves it.
But apart from that, if you are going to be there, and for some reason you're not already, drop me a message on Twitter. I do have a Telegram chat. I will be probably hosting some impromptu socials Thursday night, Friday night, Sunday night on a much smaller scale where people can just come and hang out. But obviously the event, it's going to be a lot smaller. But, just be there. It's going to be a good time. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good time. I'm very excited for it. Very excited.
Have you already been eyeing up some of the pubs in the area? Like which one are we just gonna take over and shut down?
I'm talking to someone who went to university in Madrid for like 5-6 years, so like he knows like all the places. Also Spanish which helps, so he's gonna help me get in touch with a few places and kind of work out the ins and outs and whatnot. Yeah, no, it's good. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good fucking time. I'm proper fucking excited for it. I like genuinely like Go Fest season is my fucking favorite, like my favorite time of year. And if for some reason I can't do, for some reason if I can't do New York, I'll probably do a Safari Zone at the end of the year because that, to be fair, Barcelona was my first Safari Zone and it was fucking incredible.
When do
like,
they tend to
really
release
good.
the details for the European Safari Zone? Or just
It's normally like around global / after global time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. I'm excited for it. I don't know. It's like I love this time of year. Like I think the best way to describe it, if someone who didn't know what I was talking about, is like
festival season.
It's like imagine being in like imagine being back at school, right? And it's summer holidays, right? But all your mates are old enough to drink, right? Like it's the only way I can fucking describe. No, it's the only way.
When you say it like that, all your mates are old enough to drink, but like your mates not when they're not drinking anyway.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying, but it's it's like you meet all the people that like you haven't seen in like a year because that's when the last fucking event was.
You're a big kid anyway with your own money that can afford all these things.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Right, let's move on. I think we've talked to death about GoFest, and like I said, if you are going to be there, like me, Joe, Tom, the Boozy boys, we are going to be there.
I'm sure this won't be the last time that we mention or talk about GoFest in
any of
these.
No, man, I'm gassed.
Future episodes. It's going to be exciting times.
But yeah, let's talk about a trip you've recently come back from. You've recently come back from Utrecht, right?
Utrecht, yes. From the Pokemon Go special event. Yeah,
it
was good.
Talk through it, man. How was it?
It was good in places. It was like met in places, but I kind of expected it to be that way anyway. Like in all honesty, it was like I feel like. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind travelling on my own. I don't mind staying on my own because I know I'm going to see people. Like, it's not even anything like that. I don't think, if I stayed with someone, it would have been better. Probably would have been fucking worse. Like, I like my own space and, my own. So I sometimes like being on my own, as sad as that sounds. It's like, I like being on my own. I feel like it's so overrated nowadays to just like, chill with your own thoughts and and just relax. But overall, it was a nice city. I liked it. There was a lot going on. Like I think I described it as this like several times over the weekend to anyone that would listen, which is not many. But it was like Malmo on crack. It was like like Malmo was good, but it just wasn't as busy. Whereas this was just like busy. And I'm looking around. I'm trying to think right. You must be a tourist. You're probably a local. I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to I was just people watching. There was so much going on. But in terms of the tournament itself, it was quite fun. I only was staying 15 minutes away from the fucking.
I only lived.
Yeah, I only just lived. I only just survived. But I was staying 15 minutes from the venue anyway, so it's pretty good.
How did the actual tournament go for you?
Tournament was alright. I won my first round, and I was facing a Crown Eater, so I did the same at Liverpool. Big up the round one Crown Eaters. Which I felt bad because I played this French girl, and then I think afterwards her partner came and asked how she did, and I'm just like, I'm going in it. I'm just there see you later. Good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Bro came up and was like, oh, did you do well? And you just went.
I'm just there I see myself out, mate. I'm like, you got a good girl there. Like, just not good at this game. Anyway, get packed in. But and then next round, I knew who I was facing anyway because it's quite obvious when you're on the table, you can work out who you're facing next, especially when you look at the challenge bracket as well. Yeah. So I saw Fabio, who I met in Lille, not the Lille just went, the one before that. It was the first time I met Fabio. And then me and him were talking a lot before the tournament on Discord and stuff because we were trying to sort out a lucky trade and everything. So I was like, your opponent's not here. And then we're like, let's look at their team sheet. So grabs the team sheet and like there's nothing on there. They're just not registered the teams, but obviously have not been taken off the bracket. So he essentially gets a bye. So it was me against Fabio next. Fabio won 2-1, the jammy bastard, but it's fine. And he gave me a shit Dialga afterwards, and I'm like, I said to him, like, you're beating me. We at least need to do lucky trade now. And he was like, yeah, we'll do lucky trade. And then it was fucking. He didn't have a Palkia. Like, he doesn't really raid or anything. So he had a Roar of Time Dialga, and it was shit. So. Yeah, there was that, and then afterwards I ended up facing some random Dutchie in the losers bracket. I didn't know who he was. I just don't remember using a shield. He got cooked as well. Faced Colin's brother Kelvin. Big up Kelvin. That was a fun game. Licky Mirror. CMP won us the game, and then we got knocked out by fucking Snowman, and we secured his world's invite for him. So yeah, we just basically Kevin De Bruyne had anyone that needed the assist. So
Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, I was full Kevin De Bruyne over the weekend.
And talk to us about the socials, man. Talk to us what happened. Cause
which socials?
So for anyone,
what socials?
So guys, for anyone who doesn't know, me, Joe, and Tom have our fucking admin chat.
Chat. It's just it makes it sound so official.
Yeah.
But that's just
mate, we are. Mate, we're pros at this. We're pros at this. 25 episodes in now, you know. There was some messages that would imply it maybe didn't live up to Thomas's expectations.
I'd say yes and no. It was like I don't really have any expectations of like these sort of socials that I know. Like I know people that are going.
By the way.
Yeah, I know people that are going. Obviously, I recognise faces. You know, vaguely whether I know names or not. But yeah, basically, all I'm really gonna say is that London's finest socials are, you know, they are it. They are him. They are her. Like all the pronouns. Like, you know, they are the ones to go to. They are the ones that, you know, EUIC next month. Literally less than, it'll be 4 weeks today because it's Friday today. 4 weeks today that the tournament starts. 4 weeks time.
Friday then.
EUIC, London's finest socials, they're going to go off. But yeah, I didn't really have much expectations of what I thought the socials were going to be. I go there with like an open mind and then, you know, optimistic. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and have a good time regardless. But fuck me. It was fucking difficult. The fact that there was no social actually organised on the Friday, which is the day before the tournament, it was like, okay. So then at that point, I had some beers during the day. I went back out a nap because I was fucking sleep deprived. And then we just had to have a quiet, well, what was supposed to be a quiet beer in the hostel until we
right.
There was they hadn't advertised anywhere. All I'm going to say is that before Josh, you know, goes into what I know he's going to talk about, they hadn't advertised anywhere that there was going to be any live entertainment going on in the hostel. But we were the recipient of some live entertainment.
Yeah, right, hang on. I'm going to quickly switch back to my desktop for better audio. Because I want to hear this. This is jokes. Hang on.
But I'll let Josh do his thing before we properly go into it. Yeah, no, we had a quiet night in the hostel. It was like the tournament was following morning, so I'm like, you know, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh yeah, I got a tournament and I'm going there to have a good time, but obviously I want to do well in the tournament. So it was like, yeah, I don't want to be a neek and just be like, yeah, I'm going in. But there was no social organised, and you know, the thing is, it's just like, yeah, it's dead. Like I want to go to like a mixer and just mix. Like I don't want to fucking go out and drink on my own. So I was like, you know what, I'll stay in and drink on my own, which I thought was, you know, a more sensible sort of plan. And then we ended up on Discord. That's what we did. We watched the podcast. Yeah. We watched the podcast. We watched last week's episode because that was obviously the reason I wasn't there, because I was in Utrecht. We watched the podcast. Big man Joe Lee on his I Boozy debut, smashing it.
Yeah, smashing it. Big man Joe, shout out him.
And smashing it, and then fucking was smashed, and you know,
he was
a sus looking kebab in a silver dish. But this ain't about me. We'll let, you know, Joe can, you know, answer that in maybe like a future episode, or just, you know, he can put a statement out. I don't care. But I forgot where I was. Yeah, basically we were in the hostel, and then we were just
jumped on video, didn't we?
We were minding our own business, just on Discord with the boys, as you know, normal, you know, nerdy sneaky fucking weeby adult things to do, but it's harmless. It ain't hurting anyone. We're literally with our phone on charge with a beer near where all the board games are, and there was some interesting artwork on the wall. I did not take any photos, so I cannot show you. And then these two birds, ladies, respected ladies of Dutch society, decided it would be a great idea to mount my table and just stop breaking it down, man. They were doing all sorts. Like, there was one over here, she was, I don't know what she was doing. One bird, like, there was cheeks flying. Like, I don't know what was happening. Like, I told my missus, like, all this happened. I was like, yeah, there was some weird fucking shit going on in the hostel. I was starting to question where I'd ended up booking. But the thing is, like, when I'll kind of go to the end and then run it back again, when they got off the table, gone to the toilet and come back, everyone was just like applauding them. I think they've just been like dared to, like, yeah, I dare you to go and ruin this fucking, I dare you to go and ruin this fucking this bloke's evening. Yeah, go and ruin his evening. Fucking fucking fuck his time up. But they just like dancing on the table. But I honestly, like, I'm being dead shit. I just looked at the camera, like my phone. I don't know if they were playing up because the phone was like, the camera was on. I doubt it, but either way, I reckon that did contribute somewhere. I just looked at the camera, guys. Where's my webcam now? Look at the webcam. I was like,
no, guys. He's missed out a key part of the story, right?
I'm just sipping my drink.
No.
What do you
I
mean
have
key
witnesses.
Part? What
I
key
have
part?
I have witnesses. Okay, I have witnesses who were in there, right? So, chat, from our point of view, all right. Here's what Here's what I see, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So Thomas is sat, right. He's looking into the camera, right, like this, like look into the camera now.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Camera.
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
doing. Yeah.
This girl comes up to his table, like this, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
Thomas turns around and goes.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I remember now. Yeah.
Thomas turns around and goes, "Are you all right?" Right? She doesn't say a fucking word. She doesn't even smile.
She probably doesn't understand. She doesn't understand what I've just said.
Yeah,
not English.
Nothing. Nothing. Just climbs up on the fucking table, starts dancing. Right? Thomas is like just looking into the camera. We are fucking cracking up. We're in bits. They get down off the table. Thomas just goes. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Mate, it was fucking unbelievable. I'm like, mate, where the fuck are you staying? In the fucking Coyote Ugly fucking hostel or some shit? Like, what the fuck?
I was questioning a lot of things. Literally, but then I just heard applause, and I'm like, yeah, they definitely got dead or some shit. Like 20
yeah,
quid.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was jokes.
Fucking weird, man.
Yeah, so that was Friday night, right?
Yeah, that was Friday night. That was the night before the tournament.
Okay. What Saturday night social? How was that?
I love the way we had to say like Saturday night social. That was my Friday night social, guys. Fucking board games with some fucking bad beat. No, I'm joking. Board games with a bad beat. No, I'm joking. They were nuts. Saturday was all right. There was actually a social.
You can't just keep violating random people like that, bro.
Listen, my personal space was invaded.
Yeah, it was. It probably was, to be fair. Like, you're not wrong.
Man was chilling, trying to play board games. But no, Saturday actually was a social. So yeah, big up Adelian, big up Music Michael, big up Helix for organising it. But however,
all right, Bevo, fucking hell, we can't just big everyone up. Fucking hell, man.
Big up the missus. But no, with all due respect to all those, the community ambassadors, big up the community ambassador program as well.
It was
actually took the time out to put the event on and promote it and everything.
It was fucking.
The venue was quite small.
Hoona.
Yeah, the venue was small, which, you know, we had way more people than this sort of venue was able to hold. So half of us were like outside, like on these benches and like.
I bet it was fucking cold as well, yeah.
It was very cold, but like half of us were outside, and then like it was very close to like a fucking. Mate, because in Europe they don't give a fuck. Like they'll drive like whatever, and they don't slow down. Like they will not slow down. I swear, a couple of times I thought I was gonna die, either by a bike. I was saying all weekend, and I'm like, this is it. Every bike I look at when it's just coming, it's where I die. Like the bike's just gonna take me out. But
you know,
yeah, like if it wasn't a savage cyclist, it was just a fucking taxi just flooring it. Yeah. And I was outside sitting on, I was like sort of rocking on the chair, and that's where I almost fell back into the road and thought I was gonna get taken out by a car. It was so bad. But overall, the social itself, At the time, I probably would have given it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
At the time, I gave it a 3 out of 10. But like now, looking back, realizing, you know what? For other, my camera froze. Why is my computer? Am I good? My computer. Oh, everything just froze. Mate, I was gonna fucking say some out of pocket shit as well. No, I'm joking. I wasn't. But like, I'd probably give it a 4. I don't know why I'm giving it this extra 1. Because there was red velvet cake. There we go. Red velvet cake.
Yeah.
Why does my camera keep freezing? Why does my whole computer keep freezing? Yeah. I don't understand why it keeps. Do I keep clicking the Y?
He's froze like that.
No, it does.
What's going on?
It does that to me when I first boot up OBS. It freezes, and then I have to re-enable the face cam. I think I'm back now, but yeah, basically the social.
Yeah, we're good.
For the parts that you may or may not have heard, it was It wasn't the greatest. Definitely been to better socials. Like I was saying when Josh Fink went to the bathroom or whatever. Like the London's finest socials are definitely better. And I just thought that seeing as Adelian had some sort of input, his face was on the infographic, his name was there, and you know he's the sort of guy when it comes to Europe, like European socials. It's like, you know, like you sort of look to him for like, you know, like, oh, what's going on? Where are we going next? Yeah. Man's like a, you know, for a small Donny, like he's actually got like a big presence within the community. So yeah. You know, big up Adelian for that. But I'm not going to stop saying that. That's so annoying. That's become part of my sort of jargon. But yeah, no, it wasn't great. It was a great.
I want to hear you say the out of pocket shit. You literally just said I was going to say some out of pocket shit.
I wasn't. It was the fact that it froze, and if I said it, you wouldn't have heard it. I don't say out of pocket.
No, come on.
I don't say out. But I'm very, very polite and respectful. But
yeah, come on. It was shit.
Yeah, it was shit. But
yeah.
That's not out of pocket though. That's not out of pocket.
No,
but that's very. Yeah, I think it's very, very appropriate adjective there. Yeah. But I said to Delian, I was like, it's so, like, it's too crowded in there. Like you can't like, you know, the music wasn't musicking. No one was dancing. Everyone. It was one of those sort of sitting down. And I
like a click.
I hate sitting down, man. I want to be like moving and doing something, and you can only get so drunk when you're paying X amount there. When the prices are London prices, but they're not London quality. Like we'll go into that in a bit. But the European drinks, the only decent drink I had was I went to the bar and I ordered
cocktails.
The cocktail. No, the porn stars were right. They were dear, but the porn stars were all right. The only actual decent drink I probably had was like, you know what, like that was actually probably like my favourite drink there was a fucking spiced Captain Morgan's, and I went to the bar and I was like, yeah, can I get 2, because I know what European singles are like, they're like close to doubles anyway, so I was like, can I just get 2 singles of Captain Morgan's and Coke? They were like, yeah, and then they were just like, I was there on my own because like everyone else was outside, and I was like, yeah, I'm just making a beeline for the bar while it's like quiet, and then the guy was just like, oh, are you paying separately? I'm just like, no, I just want to pay for them on the one card. brother basically said, I'm so fat that I have to pay separately when there's 2 drinks. Like, I have to pay for me, myself, and I'm a fucking... Anyway, this guy's violating. I'm like, listen, I think I'll knock you out. No, I'm joking. So I got my drinks, and then, yeah, I ended up just... he gave me a bottle of Coke for each. And then it was like I came out obviously holding them all. Cause I was like, I'm gonna take them all. I paid for them all anyway. They're dear enough. And then it was just like, who did I see? It was Sir Corey, and I was like, want some Coke? And I was like, not that kind of Coke. I just gave him the bottle of Coke and had one bottle between my 2 anyway, which is pretty normal. I was like, but that made him like extra strong because we had very limited mixer. And I think I gave away the rest of the Coke anyway. So yeah, they were probably the best drinks I had. And then we just went to McDonald's afterwards. Instead of the thing about the Dutch McDonald's, I don't know whether it's just in the Netherlands or other places in Europe, but we obviously have chicken mayo on the Savers menu. They have chili chicken, so it's like just take out the mayo and put sweet chili. And the one that I had when I was in the mall. I think I had Mackey's like 3-4 times I was there. It was fucking bad. It came like a million sweet chili sachets, whereas the one that we had on sort of the high street, like came with none. Like stingy bastard. Then there was some woman with cereal in a bag, like, you know, channeling a full brown ball of 10. The fucking what was it? Spaghetti
in the bag. Spaghetti in the bag.
Spaghetti in a Ziploc bag, yeah. But now overall, the socials weren't amazing. It was all very sit down, which I think generally is probably just a European thing. It's all very sit down. The only jarring thing for me the whole weekend is because apparently you can't split bills. Like you can't, like, you go in there, you sit down, you take your order. They take it upon themselves to set up a tab for you. They don't take your card or anything. There is no proof that you can pay for these drinks. So a lot of people, I imagine, like, we could just walk out and not pay.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously we're not going to do that. It's like, I feel like that's just such a dick thing to do. If you, like, don't get me wrong, if you set up a tab, put your card on, forget about it, walk out, then, you know, charge for it. At least no one's having to, like, fucking, you know, explain what's happened there or potentially cough up the monies. But yeah, so you can't set up fucking, you can set up tabs, but you can't split them. So it's like you're basically having to do rounds from pub to pub on tabs, which eliminates the whole point of having a tab. Might as well just go to the bar and just pay as you go, so you know that at least you can pay for what you drunk. Which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind going halves on a tab. I don't mind, like, you know, getting rounds. I don't mind buying people beers, and if you don't want to buy me a beer, that's fine. I'm probably not gonna remember it. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know. It was like a weird Dutch rule or something. That's what they said. Like, which one woman, I was like, me and Tom got the gang girl. I've got like a pilsner at the station while we're waiting for Vampir's train, and I was like, oh, can we split it? And she was just like, nope. She was just like, nope. And I'm just like, okay. So I just paid it on the one card. I had to keep moving money over to my Revolut because I didn't want to put loads on there and then just leave it on there, which I ended up doing. So for the rest of the Revolut I've used recently to just, like, pay for some of the stuff in Madrid. So I was like, at least I've got rid of all of that. But and then Sunday, obviously it was Championship Sunday, so the special event had ended, and then I think Martin Inadequance had organised a meal,
swept it,
and whatnot. Yeah, obviously he killed the whole tournament, and then, you know, took us to this really nice, like, sort of steakhouse. It was like €32, like, for the steak.
I'm pretty sure he said it was a banging steak.
It was a good steak. I think me, Adelian, Lurgan Rocket, like James and Jay, Ginger Ninja, all got the same one. Like, we got it with like a spicy. It was like a sort of spicy broth with it, and it came with fuck tons of chips, fuck tons of salad, which we actually ate. Adelian couldn't have the salad because it had bacon on it. So I was like, no pork on my fork. I was like, I'll take that. It was like it wasn't a Caesar salad sort of thing. It was weird. It was like, it was just a lot of leaves, man. It was just rabbit food with bacon on the top. But, no, it was banging. And then some sweet potato fries came out of nowhere. Overall, I think the whole group spent, it was like €1,100, and then I've since PayPal'd the money back to Martin and everything. I think I ended up spending, it was like €69 for me, because I got two porn stars, and then I went down to like not Grimbergen, that's what I had at the bar with Tom. I had what did I have? Oh, some fucking beer, some Belgian beer. It was actually all right. The beers in there were actually all right. It was like the other pubs and sports bars that we went to. The beers were shit. Like, I didn't even finish my Heineken at one of the places. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah. Heineken's dead beer, to be honest.
Yeah.
So how would you rate the entire trip overall? Like, if you had to give it a rating out of 10, what are we saying?
5, and most of that is probably for the tournament and the food, because the food was nice. Like, if I show you my camera, Eva's always like, my missus always like, take photos, of, you know, I see people taking photos on, like, this bridge, that fucking building, you know, this bird over an object. But, like, in me, it's just pints and fucking pics of food. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. So, speaking of stuff like that, how's the training going for the half marathon?
It's going great.
We're
hydrating. We're hydrating a lot.
So if for some reason anyone missed the last episode, me, Joe, and Tom are going to run a charity half marathon later this year.
Did we say charity? I personally thought. No. I thought we were raising funds for, like, to pay that.
No, we are going to do it for charity.
Shit, man's a child in need.
Shout out Joe, by the way, because Joe is smashing it. I've been like kind of coaching him through, helping him out a lot. He's been even getting his 5Ks in. Dead proud of him. And I think it was what fucking day was it? I think it was the Saturday where you put a picture of a big fucking burger, and
Yeah,
Joe's like, and Joe said something. Joe said something along the lines of, "Oh, me and Josh have ran 5K, and Thomas has eaten 5K," and I'm like, "That's quality,
man, it's fucking
like,
good, mate. Mate, we're doing. I swear, it's only we're only doing like a fucking Star Wars marathon, like a Harry Potter marathon. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking Lord of the Rings. That's what we're doing. But nah, to be fair, I've not like because since I came back on the Tuesday. Obviously, like saw you on the Tuesday, went back home.
Yeah.
You know, spent time with the missus. Wednesday, I had a game, so I didn't necessarily have time because we did some pre-recording during the day. Thursday, I was working. Friday, it was obviously today, been working, and now I'm here now with you guys. And then Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be ropes. So I had beer delivery that's been moved from Friday to tomorrow. Beer delivery is in about just under 9 hours time from now. Which people would think people would think that I should probably go to bed now. Yeah, you're right. I probably should, but
but why not?
Correct,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Correct, yeah. But and then so I had beer delivery tomorrow, and fucking then I'm in all day, open, close. Mother's Day on Monday, not Monday, Sunday as well. Like the amount of fucking people we've got booked in, like it went from like 78 overall in covers, and we're only a small page. It went up like literally in the space of like a few minutes. Looking at it, I just see it go up to like 115, and like we've got so many members of staff on.
Yeah.
So many members of staff on, like 3 in the kitchen. We never usually have that. It's usually 2 because it's a small kitchen.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be crazy. But
long day.
Yeah, Mother's Day was ropes last year. It went to fucking shit. But that's why we've got loads of people this year. But basically in terms of like doing anything in the gym, I've just not had the time. I need to just have like. For me, I'd like a day off where I could just do it and then I could go home and then do all the sorts of things you do afterwards. Like, you know, it's like, right, you know, I can shower, obviously. I can wind down, relax, you know, eat something and then just chill. Whereas, like, I don't know, I feel like with my schedule at the minute, it's like, you know, I wake up, because I stay up quite late anyway. Like, I wake up, I'll need to, like, I catch up on so much things, like, on my computer and a bunch of other stuff as well. And then by the time I've done all that, I look at it and I'm like, shit, I've got work in an hour. And when I see it and I've got work in an hour, I just won't do anything else really. Like, you know, I won't start anything else. Like, I'll probably just end up, you know, going to the toilet. That will take 20 minutes, shitting ourselves. And then, you know, then we just get ready for work and we head in. Like, so we're not late. Mate, I've dropped my guts past couple of days. I bought this. I've not got it on me, but I bought this sauce back from Utrecht. It was like it's Carolina Reaper, like in Connor. I think they do it. I want to say they do it in supermarkets here, but I feel like I've not seen it enough in supermarkets to know whether it's like a UK thing or whether it's a foreign thing. So I got it anyway while I was there. But yeah, that's fucked my arsehole right up. Pizza I had last night, fucked my arsehole up. Like my arsehole's fucked, guys. But so training's going well. Eventually we'll actually be able to start like doing some spinning, which I feel like I'll do some spinning. You don't burn as many calories spinning than you do like you burn way more on the treadmill. But I feel like I probably need to shed a bit of puppy fat first before I actually like fucking make you just hear my fucking heavy fucking feet slapping down on the treadmill, because that's the only thing that annoys me. It's not. I just need to fucking shed a bit, and then probably like I'll start eating better as well. Like I need to do a food shop and fucking you know, there's a load of healthy stuff always on the food shop. Like we actually eat for the most part. Like we eat quite healthily, both me and Eva. But it's always like, you know, eating's one thing. Like I think I always ate quite well, or.
But mate, your problem is right. Your problem is right, and I'm calling you out here, right? And man can't deny this, right?
No, go on.
Right? Is you are like a bottomless pit, right? So Thomas comes back from Utrecht or gets back into London Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
right. Tuesday morning, right? So he's in London for like 7 hours. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go meet him. Right, we're gonna go have a few beers.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm pretty sure we had our first beer at like 11 a.m. something stupid like that.
Yeah,
it
was. It was literally like an 11 a.m. beer. Like we were like the what were you saying? We were the unemployed ones. Everyone's there sort of like they're having a drink, but they're with laptops doing work, like probably on business calls. Sure. We're just there like for fucking vibes. But yeah, go on, continue.
Right, so we have a beer breakfast, right? And we're like, right, we're just gonna hang out, just gonna chat some shit, whatever. 45 minutes later, right after we've had breakfast, this Donny goes, "Oh, it's fucking lunchtime now, isn't it?" And I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, are you all right? I'm like, we've literally just eaten. He's like, yeah, but hungry, innit? And I'm like, you've just polished off a full English breakfast. And to be fair, it was a good size.
It was good. Good size. I've had bigger.
Right, it was a good size.
Yeah.
So I met him at one of my favourite bars in the world. I just think it's fucking quality. The Brewdog at Waterloo. Thomas's first time there as well.
That was good. It was good.
It's pretty impressive, right?
It was like there was a lot. It was like there was just more rooms. It's like just
fucking huge.
You just walk through one door and it's like, okay, you walk down another set of stairs. Like, oh, this is it. Oh, it's nice. And you look around the corner. It's like, fuck me. There's there's some podcast booths, and then there's like a coffee, a whole coffee station, like fucking mad shit going on.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about the Brewdog in Waterloo. This place is massive. It has room for 1,700 people.
That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot.
It's there's 3 bars in there.
Yeah.
There's the upstairs bar, the downstairs bar, and there's a hidden speakeasy bar. There's an ice cream truck. There's a coffee shop. There's a bowling alley. I think there's 3 fully kitted out podcast studios.
Yeah.
I think there's like 10 workspaces, which is literally like booths that are soundproof, so you can do like Zoom meetings, stuff like that. It's fucking massive. It's massive. It's fucking brilliant. They've got their own fucking brewery on site.
Yeah.
As well. So we made use of my 20% shareholders discount. To be fair, didn't we?
I only got 15% sometimes. One Donny, it must have been his first shift, didn't realise that like on a discount it has this 5% and then you have another 15%.
Yeah.
Fucking bell end. But no, overall, it was good. It was good breakfast, good beers.
I love it. So got Thomas to try some of the new beers come out. I think the one you liked the most was the Wingman, right?
Wingman was nice. That was the first one we had.
Yeah, it was
we had Wingman. We had Lost before. Tim in chat knows about the Lost, but I had the Dead and Buried as well, which is like similar to Dark Fruits. That was nice. You had a couple of the what are they called?
Black Hearts, the stout.
I was gonna say Dark Knight, bro. That's Batman.
Yeah.
I was like,
I said Batman. You know. No, it was good. However, I will say. So I think we had about 5-6 pints. I will say, Thomas was pretty chalked.
I was tight. It was more like sleep deprivation. Like, we were on 11-hour coaches. I hadn't slept since watching the Arsenal game.
Bullshit.
Like, the night before. Very tight. I probably hadn't slept for about 4 days. No.
Do you know how I know you were chalked? Because you did your signature drunk dance move. That's how I fucking knew.
What's my drunk dance move?
I'm not gonna fucking do it for you.
Yeah, slinging it, right? We were fucking slinging whatever.
Right. My man looks at me and goes, right, I need a piss. Gets someone, just starts cracking out the dance move and then just walks off the toilet.
That's the longest route. Nah, hear me out. Listen, I went on the lines that I was familiar with because the District and Circle line confused me. Even when I'm not drunk, they confuse me because I've not lived in London in a long time and there's all new lines now. There's Elizabeth line, there's country lines, there's, people, fucking... Mate, doing sniff and all that. Like, I don't know what's going on now. London's changed, man. It's gone to the dogs. I'm telling you. But big up the brew dogs. But it was a good little establishment going on there.
It's good.
It was a nice little place.
Love it.
I prefer Canary Wolf. No, I'm joking. Canary Wolf's just Canary Wolf.
It is a banging pub. It's really good. Really good. In fact, hopefully, I'm going to the AGM meeting up in Scotland at a brewery in Elon, which is a shareholders meeting. Elon Musk, mate, banging, really good. It was good to catch up, Thomas. Considering I hadn't seen you since when did I see you before? Liverpool was like a month, but still, long time.
Liverpool was fucking way over a month ago. Wow.
Mate, I'll be honest. Liverpool was fucking sick. Fuck the Pokémon. The Pokémon was shit. I honestly couldn't give a shit on the Pokémon. But it was just vibes. But honestly, I feel like I consume that much alcohol, I've kind of just like
we should get
like,
Tim.
pushed it to the
Tim
back
needs
of
to
my
come to EUIC. For those of you who don't know, we're talking about Tim was our
mate.
kind host at
mate,
Liverpool. We just get Tim to come to EUIC.
Mate, I've been talking to Tim. I'm like, Tim, we need you back on this podcast because the people want more.
They
people
want more stories.
of those fucking stories, man.
Like season 2,
man.
we definitely get Tim back.
100%, man.
Guess who's back again?
Yeah. So
Tim
I think I hate you. Shall we move on to our next topic, which is kind of a more controversial one?
Yeah, go for it. You know what made me laugh earlier? Well, I don't know how to say it discreetly, but for those of you obviously, live in Twitch chat now, if we don't see your messages, I do apologise. So we try and vaguely keep up with them. Just don't want you guys to think we're ignoring them. But I have seen some of the messages in chat and they have been making me laugh if you can't tell. But I saw one message in chat. I don't know if you saw it, but the Donny who I think you're going to be talking about messaged in chat about our sort of next talking point. He didn't message about the talking point, but he was in chat.
Yeah. No, because I did message them before and ask if it was okay if we spoke about their tweet.
Oh, fair enough.
On chat because
important.
we are professional in this bitch, right?
Consent is very important. Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom. Do you want to do some plugs halfway through as we always do, and we'll get into kind of the more controversial topics. I will return.
He's gone for a piss 3 times, chat. Can we we need to keep account.
I went to get a beer once. I'm having a piss. Piss off.
Why did he get so upset? I was thinking, all right, mate, fucking keep your wood on. But he's getting wood on. Why did he get so upset? Oh, I'm dead. But yeah, guys, in all seriousness, if we don't see a message in chat, do apologise. Those of you listening back on Spotify, we're gonna try and on the Spotify episodes, I have been putting polls and whatnot. So for the previous episode was the one with Joe. That should be up now. It should be up now. The previous episode 24, was Josh and Joe's sort of takeover episode. I've put a poll on the Spotify that's basically, what do you guys think of Joe? Should we have Joe back? And the options are yeah and yay. So woodcam. I'm not doing woodcam. So we're gonna put some polls. I don't know what this ones will be. I will think about it, and obviously when you're listening back on Spotify, you'll see it there. It'll be a week-long poll. And Apple Music. We're on Apple Music as well, guys. Actually mad that we started this so-and-so months ago. And now we're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. I don't know whether we'll end up on Google. I know Google do podcast. Google do fucking everything, man. I was only it was only a couple of weeks ago I realised Google do flights. Google Flights. That's a thing. There's Google Maps, Google Flights, fucking Google, Google Chrome. There's loads of fucking Google shit, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, guys, we are honestly we're over the moon with the support we've been getting.
Yeah, it's been so fucking good.
We're trying to stay sort of not. We're not trying to get ahead of ourselves. We're just trying to enjoy it, because how some people they're when they get a little bit of traction, a little bit of whatever, they sort of being they start to get silly with it, and not be serious about it. That's when people stop taking an interest, and then obviously they start fucking
for sure, man.
That's when the haters start rolling in. But guys, honestly, I just wanna. I've not got a beverage with me. I've got a lot of water. Just wanna raise a glass.
Get a fucking beer in. Get a beer in. What's the matter with you, for fuck's sake?
They taste shit. The fucking Thatcher's Golds taste shit. They're not the one.
Mate, we can't be I booze you and not have fucking booze. That is horrific.
No, that's why we have to disclaimer.
No,
we have to disclaimer.
Like I'm telling you off.
Oh, listen, don't get on to me. Listen, everyone in chat heard it and saw it, and I said literally just now when I said, oh, you what's the guy going for a piss again? You've been there 3 times, and then you were like, what did he say, chat? It was like, oh, let's go get a beer before. I'm going for a piss now, piss off.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, fuck it up, man. Put your wood away, man.
Right, let's swiftly move on, because I know Thomas is working to a time restraint this week, right?
Always busy man. Try to be
right.
anyway.
I do want to talk about Twitter. I want to talk about Pokemon Go Twitter. We spoke about it a lot, and like, man, it makes me sad. It does. It makes me sad. It really does, man.
From what you said earlier, when it was like, you see all the screenshots of people like Madrid, New York,
yeah,
and
man.
then you get other stuff, the other side of Twitter.
Yeah, realistically, within recent weeks, there's just been a lot of negativity out there.
Yeah.
You had all the Fleece King stuff. You've had PvP players. You've had Japanese people sniping top of leaderboard.
Yeah.
You've got well-known people in the community cheating, allegedly,
spoofing
blah,
and all
blah,
this shit, and you had the stuff with the bans as well, people just getting banned for nothing.
People getting I don't know, man. So I'm sure Harley is here listening because I did ask for their permission to talk about that tweet. Shout out to Harley. Harley is a really, really nice person. I've had nothing but positive interaction with them. It's kind of the main thing that I want to bring up here. And yeah, so I'm kind of doing my own little disclaimer, I guess. This is anything that I say isn't going to be to defame you or anything like that.
Yeah.
But man, coming off of the back of last year's nerf to the raids, I feel like the community has been really fucking divided already. And because of that, raiders are now not allowed to raid the same way. So I kind of feel like we're all looking for different ways to enjoy the game, right?
Yeah.
Catches, stats, spotlight hours, community days, PvP. I feel like everyone's looking for different
their way to play the game.
Yeah,
what actually
right.
Motivates them to
different
play
ways to play the game. And I feel like that remote raid nerf hit a lot heavier than all of us really realize.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's not an overstatement to say that Pokemon Go is dying slowly.
A little, yeah.
Right. And like I said, I'm not talking for everyone. I'm talking from my personal point of view. I feel like I've played this game enough at a certain level. I talk to enough people. I'm involved in enough communities that I feel like I'm able to kind of speak from my point of view, right?
Yeah.
I feel like now, especially when it comes to stats is what I want to talk about most. I feel like now enough people in the world have broken what used to be considered the elite tier of gameplay, right? So it would either be you've hit a billion XP, you've hit over 1 million catches, blah blah blah. Whatever your field is. I feel like stats now are not as impressive as they used to be at all. I feel like it's also become abundantly clear.
Why do you feel like that is, though? Why do you
Why? Because it's easy now. The game is easier than it used to be.
Yeah.
Massively easier than it used to be. You got friendship. Friendship bonus is just a hack. Basically, you can you can get so much XP from it. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. You definitely should do it. Helps encourage and build a strong community, and you make friendships, all that connections.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, you should definitely be doing that. Catches, personally, my least favorite part of the game. I think catching is fucking boring. It's doing the same motion
very tedious,
over and over again.
Yeah.
Personally, I just don't like it. I do think stats are not as impressive anymore. I really do not. There's no end goal now, in my personal opinion, to the game. I think PvP used to be the old end goal, hitting legend.
Yeah.
I think now so many people have done it that like even that isn't celebrated as much as it used to be, which we spoke about on previous podcasts.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if you are okay, so realistically, if you are on Twitter as a Pokemon Go profile, I don't think it's an overstatement to say you are already within the kind of upper echelon of players because you've gone out of your way to create a social media space
just
dedicated to a hobby.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So your everyday players and locals and people around the world are not using Twitter for Pokemon Go.
No.
I think
they might use their personals and follow a couple of but
even
then it's a
but that's nothing.
Much, yeah.
So I think we can kind of agree on that, you know. So the people who are on Twitter, you could kind of put them into a category of hardcore, as in not necessarily because you've got over 1 billion XP, over 1 million catches.
They're just not a casual. They're a bit more dedicated player, yeah.
But because you've gone out of your way to go onto a social area and interact
as your in-game, as your quote-unquote character, rather than your own personal self,
And so, like I said, for me personally, stats are not impressive anymore. Personally speaking, I think there isn't an end game anymore. Like, there just isn't. As someone speaking,
not until they drop new levels, really.
Yeah, like as someone speaking, and I'm not trying to like ego myself. I'm trying to give a bit of context here. It's going to sound like I'm gassing myself up and give myself an ego. It's not. Someone who has been part of multiple records, world records for raiding, speed raiding, raids in 24 hours. I've hit legend. I've played PvP at like the highest level outside of Show 6. I've taken part in grassroots tournaments for higher tier teams. I've hit 1 billion XP. I've done everything that I personally want to do in this game.
That you think worth doing and worth achieving. And
in terms of statistics.
Being proud,
stuff that matters to me personally. Back when I was grinding stats, this is kind of what this leads to. I used to really care about watching other people's stats. And as soon as I hit my kind of milestone, I kind of sat and looked back, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah.
I was kind of like, "Why do I care so much about what other people are doing?" Right?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I do think spoofing on Twitter has died down. Either that, or I just don't see it on my personal algorithm. I don't see it anymore. I don't. Spoofers. I would say people used to really know me as the guy that called out the spoofers. To be fair, on Twitter, because I did.
Just anyone that was like, doing something a bit dodge,
Yeah, I think once I hit my goals,
you stopped caring
and realized why did I care so much.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. It's a lot of time and effort to care about that when you could be doing more productive things.
Yeah.
And the fact that Niantic had never been able to stop spoofing, and what we now we are. When did this game come out?
It came out like summer 2016, so this year it will be 8 years. Like when it's in its
8 years into a game, they haven't been able to stop spoofing. I feel like you kind of just have to accept it at this point.
Yeah, people are gonna do it whether you like it or
people
not.
are gonna do it because because as proven, it's not gonna stop people doing it.
No.
And I think part of in those 8 years, I've changed a lot as a person. I've grown up and I've matured.
It's not to say you were, but like, you say that, but it's not to say you're immature for calling these people out. It's like, I guess maybe
because hang on, right, hang on. I'm cooking it. Okay,
let him land.
It's a lot of the realization of growing up that putting a lot of effort in and time of your own personal time into something that you really shouldn't care about all that much
It's a waste, yeah.
is quite a big kind of realization.
Yeah.
And like I said, I climbed and I fucking grinded hard. And shout out to everyone that I've ever been best friends with. Shout out to the Wafu crew, my family. Love them all. But when I look back, I'm like, fucking hell. When I was searching for stats and I was climbing, I was obsessed.
You're putting up numbers, yeah.
Yeah, I was obsessed with the game. To the point now where I look back, I'm like, it is a fucking addiction. It's an addiction to have because you get so roped in that it actually takes precedent over your
definition.
actual life.
That is the definition.
Right?
Like the same with like alcohol or anything. If it feel like it supersedes what you're doing in your everyday life and you can't physically say no to it, then you are addicted. Yeah.
So I think a lot of the problem with Pogo Twitter now, the general, is a lot of people are still very obsessed and very addicted.
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy at all. I would definitely suggest trying to come away from it. Same as I have. I do not play anywhere near as much as I used to play.
Yeah.
Since then, I focus more on myself, my career, looking after myself as a whole.
Do you feel like you'd still hit remote raids as hard if they didn't nerf them?
No, absolutely not. No? I put up a tweet about this about Sinotaur.
Yeah. You said it was nice to do your Guardians once a year because.
Yeah, for me, I hope remote raids never come back that way. Never. I will say it on the record. I don't care who disagrees. I will say it with chest. I hope Niantic never bring back remote raids the way they did. Because, again, it's an addiction. It's obsessive. And when I think of the amount of money that I put into this game,
you could have had,
money, time, effort, plans that I turned down with my friends, because I wanted to raid, is right. That's one side of it. The second side of it is, I do not think that Niantic deserve that kind of income from a player like myself and other like-minded players like me.
Because the way they treat them as well.
Yeah, for me, if we get one event a year where we can we can raid unlimited, for me that is a very, very happy medium, and I think other people should feel the same. Personally, I think it's nice to have that one day go all out, kind of just like get it out of your system, get it out of the way, right? Because, like I said, I can honestly say since I hit my billion XP and I took my foot off the gas, if I look back, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, and this isn't to put down anyone that I've raided with, that I've been best friends with. Like, I love everyone that I've met. Like, I've had nothing but positive interactions. But now I'm on my gym grind, and I've taken over the business in my job, and I'm looking after my money more. I'm investing.
You don't have time for those sorts of more. You're prioritizing,
Yeah. And I'm like, fucking hell, like it is an actual problem. It is a problem.
Yeah.
And I think as much as we talk about remote raids and Niantic, blah blah. Honestly, take the foot off the gas. Stop caring as much about the game. Care more about the friends and the people. Which kind of brings me on to the second part of of realistically what I wanted to talk about. In this day and age where the world is being torn to shreds by war and hatred and people needlessly going at each other.
Cancel culture, man. It's bad.
Right. And being from England, living in London, where I live, it's something that I definitely take on board right now. It's more important than ever to just be kind to people. Just be kind. Friends, mean a lot in this day and age, especially in an age where, unfortunately, social media has such a strong connection to issues with mental health.
It's got a hold on a lot of people,
right? And just be nice to each other. And I think it's kind of life advice you can take into the real world. You can disagree with someone, but you can still be friends with them.
Yeah.
Right. If I had to give any kind of example, if I supported Conservative and you supported Labour, and we got into a argument about politics, would I stop being friends with you because you don't see the way I do? No, absolutely not. And I think, obviously, for anyone to take out of context, I'm not talking about going mad out of context and like to the extreme. But on mundane, everyday things, you can see different points of view. Listen, take it in. Right? Put your point of view in, let them point their point of view in. It might change your opinion. It might not. But does that mean you should stop being friends with people just because they don't agree with you?
It's the differences that make everyone unique. If everyone was the same, fuck me, we'd live in a very boring
100%,
world. Society
100%.
would be so boring if everyone, dressed the same, spoke the same, ate this, everything. The fact that we are different is what makes us special, and it is what makes you it's what brings us together. It's not what should divide us.
For definite. And so to take the two kind of points that I've put in, so the whole big thing that has blown up on Twitter, over on Harley's Twitter, and again, this is not to call him out. It's not to put him down. For me personally, I've seen very conflicting comments.
Yeah.
I've read the post, and again, I do genuinely think people care way too much, because
Absolutely.
quite a lot of the point came at the end of the day came down to about stats. And now the person in contact, I'm not going to say his name because I'm sure he doesn't want it to. I've only ever had positive interactions with this guy. I've seen him in Twitch chats. He subscribes, he donates bits, he gets involved, he chats, blah, blah, blah. If he cheats, sucks, right? Sad.
Yeah.
Would I stop being friends with someone at that point? For me, no. No, I would not. Like I said, I've personally, my own point of view, before anyone tries to call it out, when I was going through really hard times, this guy reached out to me and spoke to me, and I will appreciate that. I think it's important we do.
Yeah.
By all means, remove them off your friends list. Do whatever the fuck you have to do.
Or you feel like you have to do, but don't make it. People love to make it personal.
Yeah, but in this day and age, where you don't know what anyone else is going through, you don't know the mental state of people like that, and you look around and there's wars and there's murders and everything, and it's like, are we really trying to pick apart our own community in a video game that is 8 years old, and we've had so many good fucking memories? I just don't see it. I don't see it. And like I said, when I was obsessed with the stats, I would have probably been in the same boat. So someone who can say, who has been there, when I look back now, I'm like, what the hell
was I doing?
Like what?
It's a lot of time.
Why? Why did I let that consume me so much? And like I said, I've had nothing but positive interactions with this guy. If he's spoofing, I will remove him off my own friends list. Am I going to stop messaging him and checking in on how he is? No, absolutely fucking not. I think that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And whether it's in the case I'm talking about now or anywhere else in Twitter, if people if you have interactions with people in this game, and it turns out they're cheating, they're breaking TOS. Do I think you should lose friendships for that at this late in the game? Mate, for all we know, the game server's closed next year. Where's all your hard work then?
Yeah.
It's gone.
That's
disappeared.
People make it like proper personal. Like you see people that get like, it goes as far as saying like people get even like fucking threatened, or like their family, like that's all like a slightly different, like you know, like people that work for like Niantic, or like people that like and getting death threats. Like it's disgusting.
And you know, it's like and then we had the drama with Fleece King a few weeks ago.
Oh god.
And what's crazy to me is I've seen worse responses on Harley's tweet about someone not playing the game legitimately to a player like Fleece King who effectively referred to his entire paycheck
as
slaves.
And we were all like, well, that was it,
and I'm like, to me, that is crazy. Like, even saying that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just be nice to each other. Like, you don't have to see eye to eye on everything.
No.
You don't have to agree with the way people play. Like I said, in my opinion, this game doesn't have a lot long left in it. I really don't. To make all the friendships you can, enjoy them, cherish it, make the most of what you have. I'm not, and if people cheat, sucks. It does suck, and some people don't have reason for doing it. Some people do. I understand that, but like I said, I will keep bringing it back up. In a world where we are so divided, but if
why'd you want to divide it even more? Like, it's already bad enough.
But if you ask, I would genuinely say.
Well, we can't quite hear you, Josh.
They will say for the people.
You're back. Yeah, that's the reason the majority of people play this game.
Yeah, and so.
Oh, he's cut again, guys. But I think he's saying in general, like, it's
to push people out who are very much involved in the community.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'll just glance at chat, and Tim Attack, good friend of the channel, has just said it properly. If the community has already been made, regardless of where the game's going, you're going to keep it going, and I 100% agree. So the person in question who was involved in the tweet, if he's spoofing, sucks, right? I don't know why you're doing it, but I've only had positive interactions with him. I've seen him in Twitch chat. I've seen him stream on Twitch.
Does it make him a fucking evil, malicious person? No.
Does it make him a bad person? No. And if we're bringing up stats, which a lot of it was about, why do we care so much about
other people's
numbers in a game? And like I said, if it's on Twitter, like I said, if you've gone out your way to make a social media platform dedicated to the game, you're already kind of classed as a hardcore player. I would personally say
you're dedicated.
Day-to-day life.
You care about the game more than most.
You care. I just think like you can remove people off your friend list. Obviously, that's not that deep, but I think some of these people who I've seen reply to this tweet are like friends. I've seen them talking in Twitch chats together and laughing and joking, and I'm just like, why would you turn your back on people who you probably class as friends over something that is so perpetual,
so inconsequential? It's just not important at all.
Yeah,
really
that like, important. Yeah, that like, if a year from now the game is closed, you probably look back and be like, I could have had more friends than what I have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not trying to make it all like DIY. I just think it's something that needs talking about. I just think being nice to each other. Don't take the game too seriously, because honestly, it's not fucking worth it. It's not worth it because when this game is gone and the servers close and all the time, money and effort you've put in are gone, you've got nothing left to show from it. the only thing you're going to have left to show from it are your memories and your friends.
And friends, yeah.
And take more friends and memories away than stats.
Yeah.
I think would be how I would kind of wrap it up.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I think that's a very sort of wholesome sort of takeaway from that.
And I think it's true, and I think the person in context, I know personally that he's going through his own stuff. I'm not going to disclose what, because it's not my place nor time to see.
Yeah.
To speak about, sorry.
Yeah.
Does he want to be pushed out by all of his friends?
Yeah.
And dropped?
People, sometimes you just forget that these people, humans.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes in some, way, shape, or form. It's like, if we punished everyone on every little mistake, or grilled them on every little mistake, fuck me, man. It's not, it wouldn't be a nice world.
And, listen, like I said, I can only summarize it like I just said. When the game closes and your stats and your Pokemon don't mean shit, because they will be nothing. They'll be invisible. All you will have that remains is memories and friends.
Yeah.
Build those up instead of your stats, and I promise you, because eventually when that day comes and it's gone, those are the things that will matter and that you will carry forward with you.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as that, really. Just be kind to each other, look out for your friends. And at the end of the day, some people make mistakes, and they do make mistakes.
We all do, yeah.
I think it's your job as friends, especially if you are actually friends. I think it's your job as friends to call them out and tell them, actually, I don't think you're doing this right. And I think that applies to kind of every aspect of life.
Yeah.
If stuff is happening that maybe isn't good for the person in talk or whatever, I think it's kind of your duty to pull them aside and go, look.
It makes a good friend. A good friend, a proper friend would do that.
It makes you a good friend. It does. And I think we're very lucky to have the community we have in Pokemon Go. Someone who's gamed for fucking years and years. I've never seen a community that is so involved, but so involved and inclusive as Pokemon Go on a general scale. And I don't want us to take where we are now and turn it back, because and like I said, I'm not talking about this tweet that Harley put out as the be all end all, but it's probably the biggest thing that I've seen in the last few months.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of negativity the last few months. And there has been a lot of it. I've brought it up quite a few times, actually. Just make friends, man. Just nice people are nice people, regardless of how they play. Because, like I said, when the game's gone,
that's what makes them evil.
Right? It doesn't matter, And I can honestly say that if the game stopped tomorrow, I would be so happy with the huge friendship group that I have and the memories that I've made.
Yeah.
The only regret I have is that I cared so much about what other people were doing in the game, just personally speaking, anyway. Just be kind to each other, just look after each other.
We've said it on previous episodes, guys. For those of you listening, I have listened to the episodes we've done where we've spoken about similar sort of topics, but it's so much less energy just to be nice to people. Like you're wasting so much of your own sort of energy and time just being a cunt to people. Like just be nice, and 9 times out of 10, not all the time, but majority of the time, that kindness will be passed forward. It will be reciprocated, and it will make for a happy world. There's so much going on. Like Josh said, war, atrocities. Do we really need to get into nitpicking people for gameplay and you know, how they play a video game. I don't think we do. I think there's a lot more going on in the world that we should look at.
Yeah, and like I said, Harley, if you're still here, shout out to you. Genuinely one of the nicest people I've met playing this game. Like, blessed to meet you. It just so happened that your tweet was one that came up. That's why I inboxed and asked if it was okay if we spoke about it. They said yeah. So, you know, I hope you don't think that, you know, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about everyone collectively as a community. Looking forward to seeing you in Madrid as well, if you are still here, or if you're watching Big Man Oscar, who is streaming as we speak. Yeah, man. I think that's kind of all I have to say, unless you have anything you want to kind of add on.
Pretty succinct way of like rounding off the episode on sort of a good but like a positive but serious like note as well, which is always nice. But guys, episode number 25. Appreciate all you guys being here live in Twitch chat, listening back on Spotify, Apple Music Podcast, watching on YouTube as well. Say if you are watching back on YouTube, you know, definitely drop us a like, subscribe. We're just trying to grow the YouTube channel a bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
And we also have other variety content on there. We've been getting YouTube shorts going. The YouTube shorts have been popping off. You know, we've been been uploading other reacts videos. We've got a few more in the works as well. But I think like off the back of Josh's message, and definitely not because Gavin redeemed it, I think we should do a shot.
Are we doing a shot? Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I've had this here for ages, but like literally we went down it wasn't a tangent, not at all. Josh was cooking, he was in the kitchen. Man's in the kitchen cooking, he can't be drinking in the kitchen. He has to get out of the kitchen to have his drink. Right, guys.
Cheers everyone. Love you all.
To the wonderful community and friends we make along the way.
Oh, grim.
Very nice.
GRIM. So yeah, I think that's a good time to wrap up. I know you're already late. Apologise for that. So when are we back? When are we back next?
We are back next week. If you'll have me back, will you have me back?
We're back.
Right.
We are cooking.
Right, you'll have me back. Right, safe. Right, episode number 26 will be next week. 7 p.m. this time. Will be slightly earlier because Master League is back at 9 p.m. which is usually when we have these podcasts. So we'll be back next week, episode 26. We may potentially have a guest. Depends if,
who knows?
It depends if they fucking reply to me. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. But, man's getting fucking pied. But, guys, we're going to round off the episode there, and then we're going to raid out, do all the other separate stuff afterwards. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right? Yeah, I was already watching it. I looked at everyone else that was live. We're raiding Oscar. But, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Half a century. We're half a century deep on episodes, man. Isn't that mental to think about?
It's a quarter, Josh.
Mate, same shit.
It's a quarter.
Mate, same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Chalked. It's done. I tried to round it up, and man's in the. Josh is in the mud. You are in the mud. Yeah, he said that with such chest.
Hold that, brother. Hold that.
Fucking, that is a fat L.
Right, guys, thank you so much for watching, listening. Shout out to the Twitch gang over on twitch.tv/Thomas Young 1997. Shout out to our Apple Podcast listeners, Spotify listeners, YouTube watchers. We love you all. We love you all. So it's a good time. Good time to join the fam. As Thomas said, we'll be back same time next week.